Hey everybody. I wanted to take this chance to tell a story about our journey and testimony of Jesus Christ. I am typically not good at storytelling. I pray that the right person hears this today. It was back in June of 2023. We went to Breckenridge, Colorado for a mountain biking trip with my sister and her family and ours. And we were coming off about 2 years from the loss of Larson. We were still lost. Still didn't know what to do with our life or how to move forward. And I was starting to train for a marathon that I had coming up. So I was running in the mornings. I would go for 6-mile runs, and a lot of times because of all the food we ate, I'd have to find a spot to go to the bathroom, and I'd wind up ripping a sleeve off and using that and just going in the woods. Well, on the last day, instead of running, I decided to take a walking hike. And we were staying at the base mountain, so I'd cross the street and went over by the train yard and had a cup of coffee and started this hike before sunrise. That was probably one of the best things about the trip, was the sunrises were beautiful. And I'm going through these woods. I'm talking to God, talking to Jesus. I'm just asking for guidance, asking for help. And I make my way up to the top of this a big hill, small mountain, and there was a bench at the top of it, perfectly lined to see the sunrise. And it was in honor of a kid named Ben. Ben had lost his life in a skiing accident. And I sat down and I prayed. I prayed for his family. I prayed for him. And that was one of the first few times in my life, on my journey, a true follower, I started praying for other people. And then I got down to the nitty-gritty. I was praying for God to open my heart again. We were talking about adoption or fostering, Nicole and I, and I didn't know if I could open my heart up. I had a vasectomy, so I, at the time, didn't think it was possible for me to have another child at the time. This was in June 23, and we didn't know anything then. But I prayed for God to open my heart and to guide us through, to help us. Prayed for Nicole, prayed for my family. And then fast forward a year, our house got struck by a tornado. Once again, it was like, what the heck? What is going on? You know, trying to live right. And there was doubt at the time, but we still had faith. Still had faith in God's plan of what was going on. We were going to church, and people came up to us to go to Oklahoma to get a reversal. And then we wound up pregnant. And fast forward, now we have Landry, who's 6 months old. The reason I tell this story is there's times when you're in the thick of the valley that you feel like you just can't breathe, that you're lost, that no one's there to help you out. And I'm here to tell you that Jesus Christ is. God is willing and able to hear you. You just have to talk to him. You just have to pray. He's there. I know it. I have faith in that. I know there's a lot of people hurting right now. I know that there are people that are lost, that have given up. And I'm just telling the story to share my testimony that I was there too. My family was there too. I pray that we're never there again. I pray for people to open their hearts and open their eyes and and open their mouths and pray to God, because He can save you.